Hello dear students, welcome to the second part of chapter 14 Statistics. Students, in the last part of the video we have studied the introduction of this chapter as well as we have covered the topic mean, okay, and also we have studied that how to find mean by the method of direct method and shortcut method, okay. The method shortcut is also known by the name assumed mean method. So if somewhere it is written that assumed mean method, so don't be confused in that. That is the same method that we have studied, shortcut method. Okay students. So today, as I have told you, that I will start the exercise 14.1 of NCERT, okay, and we will solve few questions of NCERT. See, the methods of solving we have studied. Okay, there were three methods previously in your syllabus: direct method, shortcut method, or assumed mean method, and the third one is step deviation method. So as I have told you that according to the new syllabus of CBSE, the third method is now reduced, means step deviation method you will not study anymore. Okay, so the first one is direct method, the second one is shortcut method or assumed mean method. This we have studied in the last part of the video. Okay, so if you have not watched the first part of the video, so firstly just go through that, and after that video, okay, this is the second part, so that you can understand this part easily. Okay students, so let us see the first question of exercise 14.1, and the question is, the first question of exercise 14.1, the question is: a survey was conducted by a group of students as a part of their environment awareness program, in which they collected the following data regarding the number of plants in 20 houses in a locality. Find the mean number of the plants per house. Which method did you use for finding the mean and why? So students, see, while watching this video you are requested to keep your book with you, okay, so that you can read the question from there, and here I am telling you the solution. Okay students, so a survey was conducted, okay, on 20 family, that how many plants they planted. Okay, so students, here is the survey, okay, that the number of plants 0 to 2, how many family or how many houses, okay, just planted this 0 to 2 1, 2 to 4 2, 4 to 6 1 house, 6 to 8 5 house, 8 to 10 6 houses, 10 to 12 2 houses, and 12 to 14 3 houses. Okay, and we have to find the mean. Okay students, so as I have told you that we will apply the either direct method or the method of shortcut, okay, means assumed mean method. Okay, so let us solve it by the direct method, since the figures are very lower. Okay, the figures are very lower, means the numbers are not very larger. Okay, so we are going to solve it by the direct method. Okay, so see students, in this type of table firstly we made, okay, and in the first column we will write class intervals, that is 0 to 2, okay, then 2 to 4, then 4 to 6, 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12, and 12 to 14. Okay, so this is the class intervals that is given in the question. After that, in the second column we write the mid values. Okay, mid values means xi. Remember students, what I have told you about mid values? I have told you that mid values are what? It is the average of lower limit and upper limit. Means if you will add lower limit and upper limit and divide it by 2, then you will find your mid value. Means 0 to 2, 0 plus 2, 2 upon 2, 1. Okay, the mid value of 0 to 2 is what? 1. Mid value of 2 to 4 is what? 3. Okay, 2 plus 4 6, 6 upon 2 is 3. 4 to 6 is 5, 6 to 8 is 7, okay, 8 to 10 is 9, 10 to 12 is 11, and 12 to 14 is 13. Okay students, so these are the values of xi. Xi means x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, x7. Okay, after that students, frequencies are given fi. Okay, number of houses, it is given 1, 2, okay, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5, then 6, then 2, and after that it is given 3. In the last column students, remember what we found in the last part of the video, fi xi. Okay, means we will multiply this x1 to f1. Okay, so here 1 ones are 1, 3 twos are 6, 5 ones are 5, 7 fives are 35, 9 6 are 54, 11 twos are 22, and 13 threes are 39. After that students, what we used to do, we find the sum of fi xi, means sigma I is equal to 1 to 7, because 7 data are there. Okay, and we used to find fi xi, the value of the sum of these fi xi, okay, and the sum of fi. I is equal to 1 to and 1 to 7. Okay, 7 data are there. So 1 2 3, 3 1 4, 4 5 9, 9 6, 15 2, 17 3, 20. As it was given in the questions also, that 20 houses are there. Okay students, now we'll add this 6 1 7, 7 5 12, 12 5 17, 17 5, 6 1 7, 7 5 12, 12 5 17, 17 4 21, 21 2, 23, 23 and 9 32. So carry will be 3. Now 3 3 3 6, 6 5 11, 11 2 13, 13 3 16. So the sum of fi xi is 162. Now students, we are solving this question by the method of direct method. Okay, so applying direct method, we will find the mean will be x bar is equal to, okay, sigma fi xi. This formula we have studied, I is equal to 1 to n, sigma fi. Okay, I is equal to 1 to n. So students, the value of fi xi is what? 162, and the value of fi is what? 20. So x bar will be what, students? X bar will be, when you will divide it, you will get what? 81 upon 10, and after solving it you will get what? 8.1. So students, 8.1 is the answer of this question. Okay, we have applied direct method here because the figures are lower. Okay, means the numbers given are lower, so that we use here direct method. Okay students, so now you can pause the video and note it down. The method was so easy. Firstly we have found the mid value, then I have written the fi, and then we have multiplied these two. Okay, and after that we have found the sum of this. Okay, and then we have found the sum of fi, it is 20, it was given. By applying direct method, this is the formula for direct method. Okay, and by applying that we have found our answer, we have got our answer. Okay students, so now pause the video and note it down the answer. Now students, question number 2 is the same as we have done in the question number 1. Okay, you can apply the question in question number 2, the shortcut method or assumed mean method. Okay, now coming to the question number 3, because this question is little bit different. Okay, the question is, the following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children of a locality. Okay, the mean pocket allowance is rupees 18. Find the missing frequency, that is f. Okay students, so see here what is given, the following distribution shows the daily pocket allowance of children of a locality. This is what? This is the daily pocket allowance of children, okay, of a locality. That 11 to 13 pocket allowance of 7 children, 13 to 15 pocket allowance of 6 children. Okay, this is like this data is given. Okay, so we have to find the value of f. See here, one unknown value is there, that is 19 to 21. Okay, f number of children are there. Okay, so we have to find the value of f. And one more thing, it is given in the question that the mean of this question, so okay, the mean of these data is what? 18. Okay, so we have to find the value of f. So how will find the students? How will find the value of f? Let us see. Again, we will apply direct method here. You can solve it by shortcut method also, but direct method will be more easy for here. Okay, so firstly we'll write the class interval, that is 11 to 13, 13 to 15, 15 to 17, 17 to 19, 19 to 21, okay, 21 to 23, and 23 to 25. Okay, now we have to find the mid values of these data. Okay, mid value means xi. Okay, we are going to find the mid value. So 11 and 13, the mid value of these two will be what? 11 and 13. 12 will be the mid value. Okay, or you can find it by the average also, that 11 plus 13, 24. 24 upon 2 is 12. Okay students, so like this we will find all the mid values. Okay, 17 to 19 it will be 18, 19 to 21 it will be 20, okay, then it is 22, and then it is 24. Okay, so like this we have found all the mid values. After that students, we will write the value of fi. Okay, all the fi's are given here. The first one is 7, second one is 6, third one is 9, then 13. Okay, then it is f, and then it is 5 and 4. Okay students, and after that in the last we'll find fixi. Okay, so fixi when we will find, so we have to multiply these two. Okay, so here we'll multiply 12 sevens it is 84. Okay, 14 6 84, 16 9s 144, and then 18 into 13. So see students, when you will multiply, so 18 3s are 54, carry 5, 18 1s are 18, 18 and 5 23. Okay, 20 into f it will be 20f, 22 into 5 it will be 110. Okay, 24 into 4 it will be 96. Okay students, now we'll find the sum of these two. Okay, here we'll find sigma fixi, and here we'll find sigma fi. Okay, so when we'll add this 7 6 13, 13 9 22, 22 and 13 35, 35 plus 5 40, 40 plus 5 44, and students f we will write separately plus f, because we are adding all these, so f will not be added directly. Okay, so we'll write f as separately. Now here fixi, 4 4 8, 8 4 12, 12 4 16, 16 and 6 22, carry will be 2, 2 8 10, 10 8 18, 18 4 22, 22 and 3 25, 25 and 1 26, 26 and 9 35, 35, carry will be 3. Okay, 3 1 4, 4 2 6, 6 1 7. So 752 plus 20f. Students, the number with f we will write it separately, that is 20f. Okay students, we have added all these except this 20f, because it is with f, only like terms will be added, so no other term is with f, so 20f we will write separately, and rest of the numbers we have added. Okay, Now students, applying direct method, okay, we have to write the formula for that. X bar is equal to sigma I is equal to 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 data are there, so it will be 7 Fi Xi upon sigma I is equal to 1 to 7 Fi. Okay, this is the formula. Now the mean is given, means the value of X bar is given, it is 18. So here we will write 18 is equal to sigma Fi Xi, the value is what, 752 plus 20F. Okay, and here the value of this is 44 plus F. Okay, now students will solve this equation and will find the value of F. See here, 44 into 18. Okay, firstly this will be shifted here, so it will be 18 into 44 plus F is equal to 752 plus 20F. Okay, now just multiply it. 18 for the 72, 18 for the 72 and 7, 792 plus 18 into F. Okay, so here it will be 18F is equal to 752 plus 20F. Now students, this 18F will be shifted in right hand side and this 752 just shift it in left hand side. So 792 minus 752 is equal to 20F minus 18F. So 20F minus 18F, it will be 2F, and 792 minus 752, it will be 40. So students, what will be the value of F? This 2 will be shifted and 40 upon 2, that will be 20. So this is how students we have found the value of F, and that value is what? 20. Okay students, so this is the solution of question number 3, where one frequency was not given, it was written F. Okay, so we have to find the value of F, and in this question mean was given already, that 18 is the mean. Okay, so we have applied direct method. For direct method we have found the mid value Fi, and then we have found Fi Xi. After that, in the same manner, we have found the sum of these two. Okay, and after that, by applying here the direct method, but this value X bar we have got. Okay, we have given already, means in the question it was given the value of mean is what? 18. So this we have put here. Okay, and after that, by solving the equation we have got the value of F. Okay students, so now you can note down the solution of the question. Okay, just pause the video and note it down. Coming to the next question students, question number 4 you can do yourself. Okay, it is not very tough, so you apply. Okay, this time in question number 4 you will apply the shortcut method. Okay, means the assumed mean method, because the figures are here larger. Okay, now students, coming to the question number 5. Question number 5 is, in a retail market, fruit vendors were selling mangoes kept in packing boxes. Okay, these boxes contained varying number of mangoes. Okay, the following was the distribution of the mangoes according to the number of boxes. So 50 to 52, 15 boxes are there. Okay, 53 to 55 mangoes, 110 boxes are there. 56 to 58, 135 boxes are there. 59 to 61, 115 boxes are there. 62 to 64, 25 number of boxes are there. Okay, so students, we have to find the mean. Find the mean number of the mangoes kept in a packing box. Which method of finding the mean did you choose? Okay, students, if step deviation method will not be, students, if step deviation method, okay, will not be removed from your syllabus, then we should apply here step deviation method. Okay, but that method is not there, so we'll apply the assumed mean method here. Okay, students, one thing is different from other questions in this question. Okay, what is the difference between the other questions that we have solved and in this question? The difference is, students, that this is not the continuous frequency distribution. means in continuous frequency distribution. See, if you will compare this question to other questions, what you will get? In other questions, we were having the data like 50 to 52. Okay, then the next data were started from 52. Okay, 52 to 54, 54 to 56. Okay, means where it is ended, the next data start from there only. Okay, but in this question, it is 50 to 52, but the next data start from the next number 53. 53 to 55, 56 to 58, means it is not continuous frequency distribution. So students, before solving the question, firstly we have to make it as continuous frequency distribution, and then we will solve the question. Okay, so let us see students, class interval is given like 50 to 52. Okay, and we'll make it as continuous frequency distribution. Okay, so class interval here. Okay, continuous frequency distribution. How students, how we'll make this 50 to 52 and the next data is 53 to 55, how we'll make it as continuous frequency distribution? For that, students, see, you have to subtract 0.5 from lower limit, okay, and add 0.5 to upper limit. Okay, to make the continuous frequency distribution. Okay students, to make the continuous frequency distribution in above data, we have to subtract from lower limit 0.5 and we have to add 0.5, okay, in upper limit. Okay, and see how the data becomes continuous frequency distribution. Okay, like 50 to 52, if we subtract 0.5 from the lower limit, it will be 49.5. okay, 2, if we add 0.5 in 52, it will be 52.5. okay, from the next data students, we have to subtract 0.5. so 53, if we subtract 0.5, so it will be 52.5, and the next data will be, and then see 53 to 55 was there. Okay, so when we'll add 0.5 here, so it will be 55.5. okay, only you have to do one thing, that subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and add 0.5 in the upper limit, okay, to make the data continuous frequency distribution like this. Okay, the next data is 56 to 58. Again we'll do that. When we'll subtract, it will be 55.5, and when we'll add here 0.5, so it will be 58.5. See, now you observe the data, it is 49.5 to 52.5. The next data just started from 52.5, means where the first data ended, the second data started from there only. Okay, so now this data is becoming what? This data is becoming continuous frequency distribution. Okay, so again it is 59 to 61. When you will subtract, okay, 0.5, it will be 58.5, and the next data is 61.5. okay, in the last it is 62 to 64. okay, when you will subtract, it will be 61.5, and when you will add, it will be 64.5. okay, so now the data becomes, the class interval becomes continuous frequency distribution. 49.5, 52.5, next data started from 52.5 to 55.5, next data started from 55.5, and like this. Okay, frequency, no, now we'll find the mid value. Students, one thing you should note down, okay, that mid value is also known as class mark. Okay, mid value is also known as what? Class mark. So here at the place of mid value, we can also write class mark. Okay, and class mark we denoted by xi. So students, what will be the mid value of these two? Means 49.5 and 52.5. If we add these two and divide it by 2, so see, 0.5 will be 1, okay, 9 to 11 and it will be 10, okay, means 102, okay, so 102, and it will be divided by 2, it will be 51, okay, means the class mark xi, how you will find? You have to add these two and divide it by 2. So when you will add these two and divide it by 2, you will get what? 51. And like this, you will get here 54 as class mark. Here you will get what? 57. Okay, now add 3 only. 60 and 63. This is how you will find the class mark xi. After that, students, we have to find, see, we have to write the frequencies. Frequency is what? 15. Okay, then 110, and then it is 135, it is 115 and 25. Okay, these are the frequencies. Okay. Students will solve this question by assumed mean method, means by shortcut method. Okay, since the figures are a little bit larger, so we will apply here shortcut method. Okay, so after writing this fi, okay, we will find what? Di. Okay, and what is the formula of di? As I have told you in the last part of the video, that it is di is what? Deviation, and it is like xi minus a. A is what? Assumed mean. Okay, see students, in xi means in class mark, okay, we will choose any assumed mean. Okay, one mean we will choose by ourselves. Suppose one mid value we have to choose, and suppose we have chosen 57. Okay, this 57 we have supposed that it is the value of a. Okay, now from all the values of xi we have to subtract this 57. Okay, and that will be the value of di. Okay, so here when we will subtract 51 minus 57, it will be minus 6. Okay, 54 minus 57, it will be minus 3. 57 minus 57, it will be 0. 60 minus 57, it will be 3. And 63 minus 57, it will be 6. Okay students, and then in the last column we will find fi di. Okay, we have to multiply this frequencies to this di. Okay, so when we'll multiply it, what we'll get? 15 into minus 6, minus 90, 100 into minus 3, minus 330, 135 into 0, that will be 0, 115 into 3. Okay, so we'll get 345, and 25 6 are 150. Okay, now we have to find the sum of fi di and the sum of fi. Okay, this we have to find the sigma fi. Okay, and we have to find this sigma fi di. Okay, so let us add this fi. Okay, so it is 5 5 5 10, 10 5 15, 15 5 20, carry will be 2, 2 1 3, 3 1 4, 4 3 7, 7 1 8, 8 2 10, carry will be 1, 1 1 2, 2 1 3, 3 1 4. Okay, so fi is what? The sigma of fi means the sum of frequency is 400. Okay, now we have to add these. Okay, so just add the negative one, 330 and 90, it will be minus 420. Okay, this like this we will add, and add the positive ones. When you will add the positive ones, what you will get? 505, okay, 459, and then 314, 495. So minus 420 plus 495, when you will solve it, what you will get? 495 minus 420, so you will get 75. Okay, here you will get positive 75. How you will solve it? See, these two are in the negative form, these two are in the positive form. So we have added the negative ones and we have added the positive ones, and after that we have to add this Okay, so 495 minus 420, it will be 75. Okay students, here we are applying assumed mean method, or you can say shortcut method. Okay, assumed mean method or shortcut method. So we have to write, see now I am removing it. Okay, after solving it you will get 75. So what formula will apply here? We will apply that mean is equal to A plus sigma fi di upon sigma fi. Okay, sigma is what? 1 2 3 4 5. I is equal to 1 to 5. I is equal to 1 to 5. Okay students, now we'll put all the values here. Okay, so the value of A is what? The value of A is 57. We have supposed the value of A is 57. Now fi di is 75 and fi is what? 400. So students, let us see that what result we'll get from here. 57 plus, just simplify it by, just divide it by 25. 25 3s are 75 and 25 16s are, okay, this will divide in 16 times. So it will be 3 upon 16. So 57 plus, okay, when we will divide it, what we will get? 0.1, okay, and then 8, 0.18 something approx. Okay, so the result will get 57.08 approx. Okay students, so this result will get by solving this question. Okay, sorry, here it will be 57.18 na? Here it will be 18. Okay, and if the larger number will be there, so we'll get 57.19. Okay students, so like this we can solve this question also. Okay, what we have done, firstly we have made the frequency distribution as continuous frequency distribution. Okay, after making it continuous, how we have made the continuous frequency distribution? By subtracting 0.5 from the lower limit. Okay, subtracting 0.5 from lower limit and adding 0.5 to upper limit. Okay, so by subtracting and by adding we have got continuous frequency distribution. After that, the same method we have applied as we have done in the last part of the video for the shortcut method. Okay, firstly we have found the class mark, that is the mid value. After that, in class mark, one value we have supposed as the assumed mean, and then we have written the frequency, and after that we have found the deviation by subtracting all the xi, by subtracting 57 from all the xi's. Okay, after getting the value of di, we have found fi di, and the sum of fi di is 75, sum of frequency is 400. Okay, by applying assumed mean method. So this is the formula of assumed mean method. Okay, and then we have, after solving it, we have got the result 57.18 approx. Okay, so students, this is how we can solve the first exercise of NCERT exercise 14.1. Whatever the questions are left, you will solve by yourself. Okay, and if you will have any problem in any type of question, so I will tell you that also. Okay, but all the different type of questions I have told you, so the questions which are left you can solve. Okay students, in the next part of the video we will solve 1 or 2 more examples, okay, based upon mean from R.D. Sharma book, and then we will start the median topic. Okay students, so now you can note down also. Thank you students.